नरघट तक है तेरी कहानी पग पग प्यारे दंगल 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 सूरज तेरा चढ़ता ढलता गर्दिश में करते हैं तारे दंगल 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 दंगल.
Great morning, my dear friends. Bhupesh Anand this side. So we are on to lecture number 7, fixed income valuation. We are doing this reading, very important reading for your examination. And we have covered the difficult part from this reading. That is, we have covered learning outcome A, we have covered learning outcome number C, and we have also covered learning outcome number H. Now we will be able to solve all the practical problems given to me in CFA curriculum very easily. But before that, I have to cover some small concepts. So today, in today's lecture number 7, I will be covering learning outcome number B. No doubt I have told something about this learning outcome in lecture 1 itself or lecture 2, but still, because officially I have to complete it, so I am taking learning outcome number 2, that B, that is relationship between bond price, coupon rate, maturity and discount rate, that is YTM. So today I will be watching the relationship of coupon rate, that is when a coupon rate increases or decreases, how much or what it has the effect on the bond price. This point we have to take into account. And second is when the maturity is there, the longer maturity or the shorter maturity, how it will affect the bond price. And the last is YTM, that what is the relationship of yield to maturity. So these are the three relationships which we will be doing. So please take out your registers. A very small lecture number 7, introduction to fixed income valuation. Learning outcome number B, relationship between bond price, coupon rate, maturity and discount. Now, the first point which I want to tell you is the relationship between coupon rate and the bond value. As we are all aware that the value of a bond is equal to cash flow upon discounting rate, that is YTM, that is current YTM. Now cash flow is the series of coupons which you are getting. Just see, numerator is cash flow, denominator is discount rate. When numerator increases, when cash flow increases, when coupon rate increases, when there is an increase in the numerator, it is but natural that coefficient will increase. Because if other things remain same, if denominator remains same, I am only increasing the numerator, then the price of bond will increase. It is very but natural and very intuitive, Similarly, in case I decrease, if the coupon rate decreases, the coupon amount decreases, the cash flow decreases, the numerator decreases, and other things remain same, the discounting rate is same, in that case the value of bond will decrease. You getting my point? So there is nothing to do, to learn it. It is very logical. So please write on first point, relationship between coupon rate and bond price. As the value of a bond is cash flow upon market rate, that is YTM, that is discounting rate. Cash flow is a series of coupon. As there is an increase in the coupon rate, bond price will also increase. The logic is mathematics, numerator upon denominator, and it is but natural, intuitive also, that when coupon rate is increasing, earlier the company is giving 5% as coupon rate, now they are giving 8%, then 10%, then 12%. The bond holders will be more happy, and once they are happy, they will have a positive sentiment for that company, and once that positive sentiments will be there, everything will be positive. The bond price will increase. So C point, as there is an increase in the coupon rate, bond price will increase. So X axis I have taken coupon rate, and in Y axis I have taken bond price. So like this I have prepared this. Let the other relationship between price, that is bond price, and YTM. YTM is different from coupon rate. We have discussed in lecture number 1 also, lecture number 2 also, that what is YTM? YTM is discounting rate. YTM is IRR. YTM is that rate, that current rate which is being expected by the bondholders. That is the required rate of return. It is also named as, cost of debt. The expectations of bondholders. One is coupon rate, that is fixed or variable as depends upon the fixed coupon bonds or fixed floating coupon bonds. And on the other hand, we have YTM. We have required rate of return. We have cost of debt. We have, IRR. So we will be comparing these two. So second point is relationship between price and YTM. Price and YTM. Value of a bond when current YTM is given. Value of a bond when current YTM is given. Price of a bond is equal to, again, we have just written the formula instead of discounting it. Now in this slide I have written YTM because I want to tell you the relationship between YTM and price. So if YTM increases, denominator will increase. When denominator will increase and other things being same, in that case the price of the bond will decline. You're getting my point? And if YTM decreases, the coefficient will increase. So there is an inverse relationship between YTM and bond. So please write on A point. Value of a bond when current YTM is this. Now cash flow is numerator and YTM is denominator. At a point of time, a decrease in YTM. If YTM is decreased, then the value of bond will increase. There is an inverse relationship. And at a point of time, increase in bond YTM will decrease the price. Other things being equal, the price of a bond will with a lower coupon rate is more sensitive to a change in the yield than in the price of a bond with a higher coupon rate. Very, very important and very simple, very logical, very intuitive. I am repeating it again. The price of a bond, it means the value of a bond with a lower coupon rate. For example, there are two bonds. One is having 6% as coupon rate and second is 8% as coupon rate. Lower coupon rate is more sensitive to a change in yield than the price of a bond with a higher coupon rate. So if there are two bonds, one bond is A and second bond is B, and one bond A has a coupon rate of 6% and other bond B has a coupon rate of 8%. Now if there is a change, if there is a change in the the price of bond with lower coupon, if there is a change in the coupon rate of bond A, then it will have a higher impact in the price as compared to the impact in bond number B. So very simple, very intuitive. I have prepared a graph for you. In x-axis I am taking the independent variable, that is YTM, and in y-axis I am taking the bond price. If the YTM is lower, this is lower side, and if the YTM is higher, if the YTM is lower, then the price will increase, and if the YTM is higher, the price will decrease. So this is a relationship between YTM and bond price. So last point of today's lecture is relationship between price and maturity. Relationship between price and maturity. That if there is a longer maturity and there is a change in the coupon rate or in YTM as compared to a shorter maturity, what will it has an effect. So third point, relationship between price and maturity. The price of a bond with longer maturity, the price of a bond with longer maturity is more sensitive. It means if a bond is of 5 years and other bond is of 8 years, and there's a change in the yield in the YTM, so this will have a more impact as compared to this. And the last point which I want to tell you, that prior to maturity, we can have a premium bonds or a discount bonds when coupon rate is more than YTM. It is the case of premium bond. When coupon rate is less than YTM, it is the case of discount bond. But it is prior to maturity. As the maturity reaches, as we are to the maturity point, that the discount bond or the premium bond that reaches the par value. This is the point which I want to tell you. Second point. So prior to maturity, a bond can be selling at a significant discount or a premium to par value. However, regardless of its required yield, the price will converge. It means as the time passes by, the price will converge to its par value. So this is a par value. This is a par value. This is a premium. this is the discount, and this is a par value, this is the x-axis, this is time, this is the, it means before maturity. I will say this is a maturity point, this is maturity, we have received the maturity. Now at maturity all values will be same, discounted and premium, they will converge to par value. But before maturity, at this point and this point, this is selling at premium and this is selling at discount. It means as we reach the maturity, that difference, that difference of discounted, that categorization of discounted bond or a premium bond vanishes away. So like this we have covered learning outcome number B. Be happy, be jolly, be cheerful. Let's see in the Google Baba Investopedia that what is the meaning of bond prices and yield to maturity. Let us see what is the relationship of bond prices and this. The market price bond based on particular characteristics. A bond price changing on daily basis, just like it depends upon the supply and demand. But there's a logic to how bonds are valued. Up to this point we have this principle. So they have given the example also, and then they have told what is the relationship between, what is the relationship between bond price, yield to maturity, and 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 the price of a bond. Hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Be happy, be jolly, be cheerful.